Hey everyone,
I'm Jill.
and I'm Ryno.
And we love bourbon.
In addition to drinking it, we also wanted to learn about it and share that info with you.
So come join us in
The Bourbon Study. Hello everybody!
Welcome back to the Bourbon Study. Today we are inspired by classic breakfast commercials.
We love a good cereal.
We love cereal.
We love a good limited edition cereal.
Yes. So a couple of weeks ago, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, which is one of our favorites, as you know,
100%.
and a great pairing for bourbon on its own, decided to release a CinnaGraham cereal. Basically, it's Golden Grams, but with the Cinna dust from Cinnamon Toast Crunch on it.
Yeah, think
It is delicious.
Think like graham crackers, the cinnamon graham crackers, but shrunk down to the cereal.
I had to order it on the Target website for pickup in the store. Every shelf that you go to, it's like a hole in the middle of the cereal aisle. So if you see CinnaGraham,
grab 2 boxes.
grab 2 boxes.
You won't regret it.
You won't regret it. But you said infuse the bourbon.
So we were doing a thing a couple weeks ago on our Patreon. We had done, Jill and Steve had gotten for Christmas these like sniff your, nose your bourbon kits, which it was like, essentially you can buy these kits, you know, if you're on Patreon, you can check out the video, but they come with like all these different little squares that are like the common bourbon flavors.
Tasting notes.
Yeah, tasting notes.
Bourbon. So so you're supposed to, as you try a new bourbon for the first time, so you sip it and then you kind of sniff around the jars to determine, okay, this.
Yeah, what is it? What am I getting actually out of this? Yeah.
Brand.
And we did a little tasting on there with that, and it was amazing actually.
Yeah.
And we kind of picked out our some flavors we liked, and I know it was like white chocolate. It was graham cracker. We liked butterscotch. And I was like, we've got to do this like drink, but I forgot. I had bought the white chocolate and forgot it at the house. So we came up with a whole new drink because last night I practiced at my house and I told you I muddled some of the Graham cinnamon that you had gotten me into bourbon.
Right.
And I was like, this makes the bourbon, it brings it up a whole nother level.
So what I did, I took about 2 cups of the Evan Williams white label and about a cup of the cereal, and I crushed it up, muddled it together, left it for 24 hours overnight, and then strained it out. And it's got a little bit of sediment just because of the cinnamon, but it's pretty clear. You could double strain it if you really cared about that sort of thing, but who cares? In the wake of Ryan forgetting the white chocolate element,
we birthed a new drink.
We birthed a new drink that we are calling the Balanced Breakfast.
I mean, it says Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah, because you've got molasses, which is like your pancake syrup. You got the Cinnamon Toast Crunch whiskey. You've got some butterscotch. You've got vermouth, which all the children are having on a Saturday morning.
Oh, your mother? Yeah. I mean, my mother? I don't know. I mean, no, my childhood's fine.
Orange, which you'd have. So we were talking about like in the 90s, you'd have those ads that are like part of a balanced
my favorite, yeah, and they'd zoom out and it would be like a stack of pancakes, French toast, cereal,
apple,
toast, yeah. And you were like,
orange juice.
What are parents feeding their kids? Like,
Steve still eats that way, by the way. He thinks that you have to have like a full orange juice glass and coffee and the cereal.
Oh my God. See, I woke up every day and it was a fire in my kitchen and my mom scraping burned toast off into the kitchen, and I love her to death.
Anyway, so we've got the cereal, we've got the pancake syrup flavors, we've got the fresh orange juice, so all of those breakfast components. And this drink is in the style of a Manhattan, which is where the vermouth comes in. This is the Antica Formule. This is my favorite vermouth.
Yeah.
I think if you're not a vermouth fan, which you typically are not.
Yeah, I'm like wishy-washy.
Because you think of the like Martini Rossi dry vermouth. This is a sweet red vermouth. If you have a Manhattan with this, it will change your life. You'll never turn back. So, with that said.
Put your PJs on, kids.
Put your PJs on. Turn on Ninja Turtles.
I'm thinking Eek the Cat. Do you remember Eek the Cat?
No, I don't.
Oh my God, you would have loved Eek the Cat.
2 ounces of your CinnaGraham. You could use regular Cinnamon Toast Crunch for this. It'd have a similar effect, but the Graham really...
Yeah. Well, the whole thing was for the drink I was trying to get graham cracker in there, and it was all I had. And then I was like, the cinnamon's so good in this.
Anyway, 2 ounces of your Cinnamon Toast Crunch Evan Williams.
Yeah, don't be afraid to like experiment with those bourbons that we love to mix with stuff.
Especially if you're getting like those cheaper, more affordable bourbons like the Evan Williams White Label, which is like $27.
The everyman's bourbon.
Yeah, you don't feel bad about like, let's experiment with a couple cups of that stuff. So we're going to do 2 ounces of the CinnaGraham bourbon. We're going to do a 1/2 ounce of the sweet vermouth.
I like the pop.
Then we're going to do a 1/2 ounce of, this is a old smoky product. This is called Butterscotch Gold Moonshine. If you have the butterscotch,
the Stacks, Mr. Stacks, or
the schnapps, any butterscotch liquor will do. We're going to do a 1/2 ounce of that. A lot of people have that. What's the cheap one that you had in college called?
DePucker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because it was DePucker, Mr. Stacks, and there's like a third one I can't remember.
Anyway,
and they're like the under $10 one.
1/2 ounce of the butterscotch.
It's a mixer anyways. You're not just pouring butterscotch schnapps and having a night.
This is Bitter Cube Bitters. This is called Black Strap. What it is molasses, cinnamon, orange peel, and some spices.
These are great in an old fashioned.
These are great.
I got these in Milwaukee.
These are a little less potent than the Angostura, so I use
a couple more extra, because I have a root beer one by them, and I do about double what it says.
And then we're going to do about a tablespoon of fresh squeezed orange juice.
Get it, Bertha. Get that orange juice. It's like an orange cinnamon roll. We're on our way
to. It's like a cinnamon roll plus pancakes plus orange juice plus all those things.
Everything is delicious in this so far.
Everything. And
we do our cinnamon roll shake. Give me that sugar.
Okay, we're done. Of course, what's a Saturday morning without Mama's Coops?
I mean, it's an adult cereal bowl.
And a cherry, because fruit.
We're classy. Hello, you got to get that
fruit.
Part of the well-balanced breakfast.
Fruit in your drink.
You got your fruit, you've got your grains, you've got your juice.
Yeah, it's very healthy.
You got your grandpa's cough medicine.
And then a peel of an orange, of course, as always. Whoop. Oils down.
Oils down, like the Tooch always said.
Around the edge of the glass, and then get yourself some extra cereal.
A little
ramekin of that. Oh, it's like all of the breakfast at once.
It's good. It's Manhattan. It's still a Manhattan, but it has that little bit of extra with like the little bit of the citrus, a little bit of the cinnamon, and like we've got like a nice little complement on it here. Yeah.
I think it's a lot more approachable than a standard Manhattan. Sometimes people find Manhattans very polarizing.
Yeah, Amy polarizing. This is like breakfast jazz music.
It's a sipper. It's not. You're not gonna like chug it back. Like some of the drinks we've made recently are so light in palate that I feel like you don't notice that they're so strong. This you can taste. It's very spirit forward.
What I love about it is like it's a fun one to I think have with some friends and just talk about nostalgia based stuff. Like what did you love? You know,
maybe try other cereals. Who's doing this with Fruity Pebbles? Maybe we need to do that.
We get a fruit fall, like one of the things that have like that dark fruit in it, and put a bunch of the
cherry and pomegranate and some Fruity Pebbles, Evan Williams.
All right, we're gonna have to experiment with this. I think we're gonna have a series where we do like the bourbon breakfast cereals.
We're just gonna infuse. We're gonna take the Evan White now that you can
just do Evan White as the basic.
And we're going to do like 4 different cereals.
That'll be our baseline. We'll do it with the cereals. I think we got to do Fruity Pebbles like you said. I don't know.
Grams.
We did grams. Yeah. I'm like, Lucky Charms?
Oh, maybe.
Maybe?
Yeah, because the marshmallow flavors.
Yeah. You know what I would love to do? Like maybe Captain Crunch.
The Crunch Berries.
The Crunch Berries. Yeah. Oh, oops, all berries. Oops, all bourbons.
Or maybe like a Cocoa Puff sort of a thing.
I was thinking actually like Fruity Pebbles and then Cocoa Pebbles because I was thinking we should do the I
think we need that. That's the 4 is you do like a cinnamon the fruit.
In a chocolate.
A chocolate, and then like Lucky Charms is marshmallow.
Yes, yeah, 100%. All right, so now we know. We've got plenty of videos that we're gonna have to start researching. So please stay tuned. If you try this drink, let us know in the comments. Let us know what you're drinking, obviously. If you like the video, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. And of course, we always have our Patreon, which is patreon.com/thebourbonstudy. And on there, we do exclusive tastings. And sometimes we do little drink whoopsie daisies where we try and make it and
again,
maybe it doesn't work.
If you're trying to infuse your own bourbon with cereal, do 2 cups of the bourbon and 1 cup of the cereal.
2 to 1.
Crush it up, leave it 24 hours, and then strain it.
If you're doing it with like candy, if you're doing like Sour Patch Kids or whatever, yeah, that's like fine.
Leave that till the candy dissolves.
Yeah, that's fine. But with cereal, it kind of adds back in more yeast than I think you want, like the grain and stuff like that. So give it a try. Let us know if you've done it before. I'd love to hear what you've done. So please leave those comments.
Yeah, if you have other things that you're infusing your whiskey with, let us know.
Or if you have ideas for things we should be infusing the whiskey with too. I'm actually already thinking like we should do a little mason jar with a pear, make a pear bourbon. So anyway, it's endless. It's that time of year too. So give it a try. Let us know what you think, and we'll see you next time.
Cheers.
See you in the cereal aisle.
Saturday morning.
Discovering voices.